Hello everyone, so today we've got a TV. It's a big LG TV. Now I've got a properly designed room to have 3/4 of a table all the time to use for bigger TVs. If I will have even 50-60 inches, I can tidy up quickly and have whole table, so it's not a problem. The storage only is still a bit of an issue. But anyways, we're talking here LG model 42LM615T. That's not only the smart TV, but that's the 3D TV as far as I'm aware. Because that's what I remember from them. I've got 620 here. Oh, that's a T-Con board from the 620 model. Now, what it is this TV came as a problem with picture. Now, originally when I had always issues, well, not always, but like most of the time when I had issues, it was a time when, because I'm trying not to take TVs, but when I was taking the TVs still, I didn't do micro soldering at all, like completely, yes. I could do, like fuses, fix few elements on the power supply, this one, yes. But normally I would not go for micro soldering. But the idea of my microscope and all of this equipment which I'm buying and training myself onto is to start using it and to start swapping components, because we can't get all the components always, like major components, yes, I mean whole module, we can't always get them, and so you need to desolder stuff on the small ones on the chips, on the boards, yes. So yeah, so long story short, guy came, no picture. I've confirmed it was no picture, but what have happened was that there was guy was saying that it was flickering, and it wasn't flickering. When I switch it on and on, I seen that there is an issue that this board, yes, it's not working. So I said, okay, so we can't order this board, and if you want to the customer, we can only check this one and see if that will help or not. Which is, to be true, it's not fully professional, but that's the only one we could go for, because you couldn't get this board anyway. And I wasn't 100% sure how to test it and so on. So I bought that one, it came, I swapped it, and now what happened, the picture is showing properly and showing me that this card is good actually, but the next card behind it, the driver board, which is here, it's faulty, and one of them, and I'll show you how you can check it yourself. So now I've got both lines connected. I'll show you closer. It's really bright, I know it's really bright. See, two connectors, this connector and this connector, okay? So both of them are connected. Now, I want you to be as close as possible. I'll close the window a bit. Maybe that will make it more vivid. Okay, should be better. So you can see now these two, yes? Now when I flip that TV, it's in the power, so you will be able to see how it will look like, okay? Okay, so you've got this, you see screen, and now it's flickering, yes? That's what it is. Oh, sorry. Okay, it's fine. So now if you press like a smart, or it's too heavy. If you press like input, you can't see literally anything. You can switch off, you see it's darker. You can switch on, now, anytime. Yes, okay, and you see that it's okay. So it's the first, yes, it's blinking fine, but then there is some issue with this. So anyways, how to test if that's a T-con board, this board, or the one which I showed you earlier, yes, or is it a driver board, or is it a matrix, yes. So first we would have to switch it off better, yes, and now you disconnect one of them. Better, if it's long one, better use both and leverage it, you know, open it like that, oh, like this, yes. Once it's on, unhook it, yes. You can put it back on, and as you see, this part is lit up and this part is faulty, yes. So you can see that this part is faulty. So now again, you can switch it off, put it back on. Just be careful, don't do, you know, don't do stuff which you're not sure of, or you can get electrocuted or you can get hurt. Better, you know, better safe than sorry, especially that here is a huge power. Some of these capacitors can have over 300 volts. Okay, and now here, look, now you've seen it was a LG screen, so that means this part is good. So that means, oh, you see, that's the logo of the LG. Don't know if you can see that clearly. Now you should be able, yes. So you see, that's not a problem with a T-con. Gosh, really annoying. You see, so it is, everything is okay. Input, because there are buttons. Sorry, I was playing stupid. There are buttons, yes. So yeah, you could see that the signal, no signal, that's okay. Everything else is working fine. 3D button is not working, of course, because there is no 3D ratio. That's irrelevant. What else we can do here? Probably nothing. We can volume up or something. It is working, believe it or not, because the issue is only with that board. So if you see that on one side it is working, or on second side it is working, then you know that it's not the issue of the T-con board. If on both would be no picture, then that means it's a T-con board, and then you can analyze components on this T-con board. They've got, I'll show you on this one, that's why I've got it out. That's a line in for the T-con board, and that's a line out here, 1 and 2. Now this is a fuse, usually it's 12 volts on the TVs, and this fuse should hold this 12 volts. So if you know how to check if it's 12 volts DC, then that's you. What else? Yes, those big coils, they should have some volts as well, not 0 point something, but at least 1, 3.3, 16 volts, you know, expect up to even 27 volts or something on them. What else? Yes, those capacitors here in the LG, they shouldn't be shorted. If they are shorted, believe me, there is some issue. Then you can unplug one side, see if they are shorted still to the ground, and then unplug the second one, see if they are shorted to the ground. If they are not, that's mean it's not a problem again with a T-con board, yes, but it is a problem with either matrix or with a driver board here. So in our case, that's the case, you know, actually there is no shortage, but that's the case. We need to take it apart. Oh, that's stupid. I shouldn't do like that. We should never leave it when we've got kids at home with cable line loose, because if there are only adults, might not happen, but with kids it's too risky. Okay, so what's happening now, we need to get to this part, to this bottom part of it. I never done it on this LG, but I got similar at home, as I said, 620 model, not 615 model. So can disconnect this one. Good. Now there are speakers here, so these are the speakers. So I remember that I have to do speakers first, so let's get rid of those speakers, okay, because they will be needed later. That's sorry, that's a panel, that's a control panel, sorry, and now speakers, yes. So that's the one speaker on this side, good, and that's a second set of speakers, good. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to look if I need to prime it or whatever, because I don't remember the last time I've done it. That 620 was done about a year ago, so it's far too long. I don't know if I've got anything here. Okay, good. Good, but it's really heavy. So, yeah, it is really heavy. So I don't know, is it better to maybe just undo it, put it now flat, and then because if I'll start to do any other way around, okay. Okay, something is blocking here me. Something doesn't allow me to get this one off. Okay, that went all the way up to the top. So up to the top I'm okay. I'm done. But now the top here, it's holding. You know what? I'll pause it, because that will take me some time and I need to be focused on what I'm doing rather than, you know, seeing if you can see it properly. Yes, I'll be right back. Okay guys, so yes, it was nothing else to it. It was just primed properly, you know, with this tool all the way along across the surface, and that's it. There was a wee problem with the top mounts, because they were like like that, you know, like what? Yes. So it was quite challenging, and I want to show you here one thing. Maybe I'll put it flat. You'll see it better, because that's a stuff. Do you see it here? I don't know if you can see it clearly. I can let up some light, because you can probably see it, but I don't know how vivid it is. And see, it's the light is changing. Okay, so let's use a bit of a better light. Okay, so what I was trying to show you here is, please look on the surface. This is looking like a liquid damage to me. And why this T-Con board is unable to switch on the permanently the screen is because of this liquid damage. So either somebody spilled something or trying to do something, and that what caused the issue to be true. And then the first board, maybe it's good, but because of maybe this one, yes, can be a problem. So I need to open it. Now this one was working fine, so this one was bad. So now I need to get into this one first and then look at it as well, because that's some sort of I know it's a bit too bright. On this side you can see something as well, and you can see that this particular one, you know, can have later because of the same issue what we have on this side. Yes, so we need to clean it up, see if there are some components shorted, if we have to replace these components, put it back together and see if we will get the picture back. Yes, because the matrix should be fine, because we see in the screen at the start, and it was at the start flickering, you know, and it was fine. So let me just do the unpackaging again. Lift it up. Okay, see what size. The small one. Okay, we had it here. I have it here. Cool. I'll take it closer to myself. Sorry guys, I'll hook you higher above, because there's only like 3 screws or something. So if you wanna, you can literally, it's 1, 2, 3 screws. So if you wanna just move it a bit to the front, this video, so that you will get after this. 1, 2, and I'll take a photo for the customer as well before I'll remove the third one, and so that I can say that, because I was texting customer if there's no liquid damage, and customer haven't replied yet, so now I've got a video to show him that there is a liquid damage. Okay, phone, where are you? Yes, and we can now have a culprit on the photo. Very good. Okay, so we're done, because that's a proof for the customer that it didn't happen just by accident. Yes, somebody have done it by accident, but something haven't get faulty just on its own. Okay, so now it will go just easily, or will call us a day of the problem. You don't wanna. Why it's sticky? Doesn't want to go easily. Like it would be stuck somewhere. Here's just a pin, like a regular plastic pin, always to align it, actually, to be true. Nothing? Okay, but it was holding on this pin that much. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Okay, so there is a lot going on here, because you don't see it, but I can show you. Look, it's from this side all the way along onto the other side. Quite a bit of a spillage. And then at the top, you might not see it clearly, I can see that. So the best way will be to just literally clean it with isopropyl alcohol, and after that see for shorts. So in order to make sure that I know where the shorts are now, first I'll check for shorts, yes, in like several places, and then after doing so, I will clean it with isopropyl alcohol, which I've got downstairs because I was passing on the box which came to me to the customer. So anyways, so I'll take the isopropyl, I will clean it, and then I'll try to measure it again, yes? So that will take me a wee while. This side is looking actually okay. Only at the connector level is a bit, like a bit of a problem. But okay, it's fine, I'm happy with that. I'm not happy with this. It's really filthy with some liquid, whatever the liquid was. It would be better when people would tell you the truth, because if these people would tell you the truth, look, there was some spillage, yes, my wife had to wipe it quickly or whatever. If they would tell me that, I wouldn't go to order board, because I would say, was there any liquid damage? No, there wasn't. So let's order it. There is a point, yes, as we can't order this, let's order that one, yes. And if customer would tell me that, I would say immediately, okay, let's do not order anything. Let's just blindly open it, and look what that liquid damage could cost, yes. And that could save time, money, and everything. But unfortunately, that's what it is. And that's it. Maybe misunderstanding. Maybe I said something the way I shouldn't. Maybe I should improve something, but it's done, So, anyways, we can always try to resell that part as well. I want to show you that. Oh, my phone has the... where's my phone? Where is my phone? I just had it and I put it somewhere. Come on, shame on me. Where's my phone? Literally, I wanted to... No, not here. Behind me, no. That's a bit annoying. Oh, okay, sorry. I had to raise my bottom. This has less vivid light, and I don't have a potentiometer. So I don't know how clearly the camera can catch it, but starting off here, of this point, yes, trying to get as close as I can towards the camera. Let's get this remote off the way. Let's get this webcam as close as possible. Okay. So you can see the first sticky weird stuff is starting off here. I know it's not vivid. Then we're going across, it's looking quite clear actually. But on the ribbon here, or whatever it's called, that's looking like a ribbon cable. Yeah, that's first section on the right side. You can see liquid damage. Then you can see at the top here liquid damage. A bit here, and here is dry out completely. Here, this on ribbon cable, you can see no problem. From my angle. Oh, now you can see some small spots which are present, and so on, and it's come up to here, and here those capacitors and these capacitors and these capacitors, they are in a liquid, so that's causing the short circuit, and that's what we need to get rid of. Fingers crossed, liquid damage didn't damage. Yes, so it only shorted, but it didn't break anything. So guys, I'll be cleaning it up and I'll get back to you when I'm done, because I need to clean that metal as well, which is filthy. So see you soon. Okay, so I did manage to clean it. Well. You can see that the yellow residue, I don't know if it's like a lot of this stuff. Yes, some of it went on the floor, which is okay, and some of that I can put on the other tissue, and some of it, you know, didn't. We don't need speakers for now. We would use a control board, to be true. That's why I would rather put it back together. Yes, because let's face it, without control board, it will be challenging to turn it on. So, what are you here? Some rubbish. Don't want anything on the matrix. I didn't put this bubble wrap here just because I like to put the bubble wrap here. Okay, so now let's turn it around. Okay, oh, I don't see it, but I can maybe give you more to look at if I would place you here. I could actually pose it, you know. Okay, after that cover, now you should see more. I didn't switch on the lights, so it's a bit of a problem as well. But anyways, let's see what we can do, not what we've got a problem with. Okay, so that's the control board. Go away to mom. Yes, okay, that's fine. You know what? I should be able to do it, fingers crossed, with one hand here. Yes. Now the problem will be on the other side, because it's, yeah, now it's closer. Now it should be manageable. Okay, I've inserted it. That's okay. Now anything else is blocking here, or nothing is blocking? Oh no, I need to do it the other way around, or get rid of the speakers. Okay, so the procedure here is, if you've got speakers, they are the speakers are just taller, and then you need to insert nut this way, as I've done, but you need to put first speakers and then clip on the other side. And the question is how you screw in, probably. Oh no, okay, so I need to get it out on one side, get it out on the second side. Okay, put it first through the speakers. Unfortunately, that's the case. I don't like to do, but it is what it is. It's not what we like, yes, always. I like to diagnose issues and finding solutions, but not always I can do what I want. As long as I'm not breaking stuff and I don't have to pay from my wallet, which sometimes I do, then I'm happy. Unfortunately, that's in this profession you can't avoid. Sometimes you work several hours for a person and you won't make a single penny and you make a loss. That's what it is, because you're just trying to genuinely help and you know that the customer won't have value anyway, and they would have to pay you, let's say, 150 for sometimes 150 worth value of the TV, yes, so, or game console, 110, and then you will charge customer 100. So yes, that's why I'm doing it, because it's not always worth for the customer to fix. Whereas with me, people can subscribe for tenner a month. I can guarantee them lower prices, and I can guarantee them value more than they would go to the regular repair shop and had it fixed there. Okay, good. Smashing. Hopefully not smashing like Russian, because that would be really bad. Really bad. Well, at least in those times. Before it was quite funny saying now they've destroyed everything, yeah? They've destroyed everything. Even funny now, it's sad. Soon it will be banned even to say that, you know, because that's what it is. Okay. Flickering, and the picture is back on for a second, longer than it was, but it is, oh yeah, it's better, you see. So we did a good job, you see, but there is still some issue. Still some issue, which I will need to investigate out of the video, but you see, that's what it is. That's what was causing the problem. I have to open it again and clean it better, but at least it is, you know, you can see that the input, yes, everything is back working again. What else do we have here? 3D won't work, because I remember on my one didn't work. You need to have something on my apps. My apps won't work. Smart TV. Ah yeah, okay. No storage unit available. Units available. Yes. Okay. That's okay. So yeah, pretty much. TV, DT TV, hits radio. DT-TV, yeah, radio. That's fine. So at the end of the day, it's a fix, guys. It's a fix, but I need to spend more time. Life, yeah. but at least customer can pick it up on their own. I can call customer and I can let them know. So you see, to sum up, if you turn on your TV and you've got your black picture, yes, for instance, with only backlit, and you're not sure if you've got a backlit, what you can do is you can look through the back of the enclosure of the TV, yes, from the back. If you can see lit up LEDs, yes, backlight. That's one thing you can do. If you see that, then that's mean it's not a problem with your backlight or power supply. It's at least giving you the backlight. Now, second foremost is the main board, yes. So with the main board, if you see at the start logotype, that's mean the backlight is good and the main board is starting up, yes. There might be still some issue with the main board, yes, there might be, but now there is a time for two other elements apart from the matrix, yes. So before we'll go into the screen, we need to check if the T-con board is communicating properly with the main board, if the fuse has 12 volts, because usually it's 12 volts, and there are test points on the outlets. You can see quite a few of those test points, and these should be varying from 1 to 20, almost 30 volts, yes, like 27, 8 volts, 9. So yeah, so you will see that one. If you see that one and you've got no picture, you can disconnect one, yes, one outlet. But please switch off TV now before you disconnect this one, and when you disconnect it, make sure that it won't be touching some parts and making short circuits, okay? Because that's your responsibility and you will be paying for that if you'll do something wrong. Next, try to switch on. Observe. If you see half of the picture good and half of the picture with some issues on it, yes, like instead of seeing white screen and second just black and no picture, but will be some flickering or some belts, vertical belts, horizontal belts, whatever, yes, that's worrying. That's mean more likely the T-con board is okay, but this board underneath, which I still need to wash this, that one is faulty, yes. So that's the proper procedure how to test your TV with no picture nowadays. Yeah, with analogs we had a pain. Modularity there, oh, transistors, oh, ooh, like a long white big ones, I remember them. Oh, I don't remember which ones now were the capacitors, which one were the transistors, but I remember that it was in 90s and it was bad. Bad, especially that before you had to use oscilloscope to fix most of the stuff. Nowadays you've got digital. You either have something on or you have something off. And yes, you need sometimes oscilloscope. Yes, you need for certain jobs only oscilloscope. For instance, if the signal is decoded in a certain way, then even the simplest, cheapest oscilloscope won't do, yes? But at the end of the day, most of the faults you can recognize with your digital multimeter, which, yay, it's brilliant. Digital, yeah. In some cases analog is better, in some cases digital is better, yes. Like even with computers, for certain calculations analog is better. For AI calculations, some calculations are okay with analog, but for most of the day job work, is digital. That's what it is, guys. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you've got some valued lesson from it. I'm going to finish this TV and make another customer happy. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye bye.